Yeah, quote unquote, a mutual interest, and conversations have started about renegotiating that contract, and I'm glad both sides are interested.
Yeah, I think we all, kind of foreshadowed this. Jamaal was very vocal about why he wanted and what his intentions were for free agency. He wanted to be a Lion, and that was clear. And you kind of heard that echoed from Brad and Dan as well. You talk about one of the foundational players in the locker room, somebody that everybody kind of leans on for not only the energy but his productivity. It's Jamaal Williams.
Yeah,
and you talk about the running back room. Listen, DeAndre Swift, to me, we still believe he's talented. I think we repeat that every time we talk about DeAndre. But at the end of the day, you need somebody in that room that's healthy. And Jamaal Williams all year, even banged up, was playing. And that's what I respect about Jamaal. Even though he's not a true, workhorse running back, somebody that would be an RB1 for a playoff team, he's still very productive. Last year, broke Barry Sanders' touchdown record, had over 1,000 yards, and again, outperformed his contract. So I'm curious what the number would look like, but Jamaal, to me, despite what I think about what they should do in the draft or free agency, because I do think they got to get another running back, Jamal's got to come back.
You know what's interesting? We were talking yesterday about drafting Bijan Robinson, and I was talking about, hey, look at the star running backs of Super Bowl teams for the past 5 years. Jamaal Williams fits that mold, right? Because he's not this top high-end running back that you're going to go spend $12 million on.
Right.
He's a guy that you're like, wait, that's the leading rusher in the Super Bowl? And, that's the role I can see Jamaal Williams having with the Detroit Lions. So when we're looking at all these players from the past 5 years that were running backs in the Super Bowl, they weren't elite guys. You don't have a Saquon Barkley.
Right.
Leonard Fournette is probably your top tier end of running backs.
But he was cut before he joined the Bucs to win that Super Bowl.
That's true, too. So that's why I love this marriage with Jamaal Williams and the Detroit Lions. Plus, you saw it in Hard Knocks. If you're going to piss like a puppy, stay on the porch.
And that's
how do you replace that?
It's hard. And that's the big thing. And you heard Brad, again, if you listen to his press conference in Indianapolis at the Combine, one thing he kept repeating about players is we want a specific type of player. Like there's a character, there's a lot of boxes that guys have to check. Jamaal checks every single one of those boxes. It's not just on the field, it's what he is off the field, right? Yeah. It's the character. They're looking for the right character. Not even just the intangibles, but the tangibles. Jamaal checks all those boxes. And just a little cherry on top, the guy never gets hurt. So, especially at the running back position. Knock on wood here. At least hasn't gotten hurt.
Damn it, Jeff.
But that's what you're paying for. And again, DeAndre checks a couple of those boxes, right? Character, explosiveness, but then we get to health and productivity, and now you're kind of pulling at strings here. Jamaal does check all those boxes, and I don't think he'll cost a lot. I don't see Jamaal going to the table and being like, hey, I want, so-and-so, I want top 5 running back money. That's just not him. I think he understands his role and understands what he has to do.
He's a $4 to $5 million a year guy.
Yes.
That's where you want to get a Jamaal Williams at.
Yes.
$4 to $5 million a year, and I think he's self-aware to know that. Plus, you saw it when the Packers let him go. The Lions were kind of the only suitor for him. They were the only aggressor for him, and he seems like the type of guy that appreciates that. The NFL's a business, but Jamaal Williams is not your typical NFL player. I don't think he's there just to collect a check, right? He's playing this game because he wants to play football, go home, and watch anime.